Okay, guys, we're back with another match in the prelim of Red-Black Shadows. Splashing a little bit of white. Doesn't quite look like a Red-Black Shadow hand, but it is a hand that I'm going to keep. I originally only saw Swamp as the land. I was like, oh, easy ship. But now that we got Sunbait Canyon, I'm pretty excited to keep this hand. Although it's not going to be any quick shadows, we do have some good aggression with the Monasteries with Spears, so I do like that. Depending on what my opponent's playing, I will be waiting on the bauble. Even though we will go turn Swift Spear. We'll see. Amulet of Vigor. Okay, that is a problem. I'm going to lead on Swift Spear here. And I think I'm going to wait on the bauble. I'll just get some more damage when I get the Swift Spear on this one. And I'm not fetching here because there's a chance that they play a 3-drop and I want to be able to fetch Fatal Push it. F6. And although that we could draw an extra card, I think it is almost assuredly our next play will just be Fatal Push plus Swift Spear. Next turn. Let's play Swift Spear. I guess we can bobble ourselves, see if there's something that we like on the top of our deck, and decide to dismember over Fatal Push here. Thoughtseize. I do like Thoughtseize, so I am just going to dismember now. Opponent is at 15 now. Thoughtseize will allow us to put them down to 11 at the least, and TBR could potentially get in some extra damage as well. We'll see what they've got for their next turn. That Radiant Fountain is actually a big pain in my ass. So hopefully that will not become that big of a problem. And the life that they're going to gain from it will not be a problem. Summoner's Pact, eh? Are they going to somehow... I guess their plan is to be able to Titan this turn. Though that is going to be hard for them to do. They're going to need... They play Azusa this turn, they have 2 extra land drops. How do they get to where they need to go is the real question. Radiant Fountain, sure. So they have that, okay. So their last card in hand is probably a Titan of some sort. Could be another Dryad here, I'm doubtful. I'm pretty excited about that sequence of plays by my opponent, because it doesn't really accomplish anything for them. Oh, they just have nothing. Why would they Summoner's Pact there, then? I wonder. Let us go get Blood Crypt. Fatal Push here. At least so they can't do any shenanigans with just picking up the Radiant Fountain a lot. I'm surprised that they played this out. I guess it makes it so if they draw Titan next turn. Well, they can't draw Titan next turn because of Summoner's Pact. So, got a good chunk of draws here. That could get us there. Down to 11. A Lightning Bolt plus TBR will be lethal. So Lightning Bolt's an out here for us. Mishra's Bauble plus TBR not quite good enough. Though Mishra's Bauble into Mishra's Bauble with the Sunbait Canyon would be good enough, I believe. That'd be 12 damage. Well, we've got loads of ways to get up to lethal, but let's see what our opponents end up getting here at the top of the deck. Them being able to play this Radiant Fountain 3 times definitely made it a lot harder for us. Picked up the turn 2. Okay, that's fine. Mishra's Bauble, okay. Let's see if we bobble into bobble here. Bomat Courier. If we TBR here, Be 3, 6, 9. I think picking up this Bomat Courier is the correct play here. And hoping we can draw some goods. Straight to the Skyclave, not the greatest. Chance of them being able to cast the turn, the Symbiose or whatever the card is that they picked up is very likely here. Any land being in their hand. And if that finds Titan, we're definitely going to be in a difficult spot. Wow, they're playing it out. That means they probably drew Titan. Or they could have drawn another version of this. Yep, looks like they drew another copy of it. Nope, they just drew Titan. Okay, that's annoying. These Radiant Fountains got them there, to say the least. Or not these Radiant Fountains, this Radiant Fountain. Definitely made it so they could win here. We do still have outs, I believe. Depending on how they built their deck. We'll have to see. Depending on how they built their deck, we definitely have outs. Let's see, what am I going to get in this matchup? Narcomentia. That card's going to be good here. What else do we get? Possibly Cosser's Turn. I'm not sure that we want that, though. Though my guess is just going to be Narcomentia and Angrass Rampage. Angrass Rampage making it so they can sacrifice their Amulet of Vigor and still having things against Azusa plus Dryad. There's some respect on the turn that they cast it to be able to Azusa. Seemed pretty weird to me, but ended up being very good for them. Possible we could have sequenced our spells in some way to make it so we could have had enough damage with this TBR. I'm doubtful we would have had that opportunity. Radiant Fountain. Surprised about Radiant Fountain here over another Field of the Dead. We take 6 here. They put 2 on both of the Swiss Spears. Is there anything that I can draw off the Bomats to get me there? A Lightning Bolt, put them down to 5. Maybe TBR. Still should not be good enough. I play out Scourge plus Swiss Spear. I should be able to block everything. They don't have a guaranteed second Titan next turn, so I think we have to do that because I don't think there's anything we can draw off of this Bomat Courier to get us there. There's a Scourge plus a TBR can potentially get there next turn. We'll have to see. Okay, opponent, show me what you got. They have a bounce land. They're playing 2 Vesuvas. Wow. You'll get Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Second Titan will be lethal. Very surprised at playing 2 Vesuvas in their deck. Usually it's only 1. 2 bolts on top. That's funny. Let's bring in the Narcomentia. I think Croxa is going to be a little bit too slow in this matchup. We want Angrass Rampages. I think Seal of Fire is not going to be great here. Bomat Courier as well seems not ideal. Well, let's see what we can do. I feel like that game was a little bit unfortunate for us, but that's the way it goes. Let's see. My opponent's coming out of the tank with. Could we get K command? Not a big fan of that though. Not a huge fan. Yeah, only swamp, not gonna cut it for me. Do have a bauble here. I will keep this hand. I think I'm going to ditch Fatal Push. I think Fatal Push is the ditch here. Opponent's also mulligan to 6. That's good for me. With that being on top, I'm just going to fetch here. And hopefully I can steal like an Amulet of Vigor to make their hand pretty bad. Definitely going to take Amulet of Vigor over the Dryad, I think. Need to find some goods here. Found Thoughtseize anyways. I think I'm not too worried about the prime time, whereas the Dryad gets them to a potential prime time. And I can go Scourge next turn and should be fine here. Set up for some quick kill. So we probably just get a double TBR over the next 2 turns and should be good enough to win. Unless they find something very good off the top, which is possible, but hopefully they don't. Basically needs to find Azusa / Dryad this turn, or else they're going to be pretty far behind. Their hand is Gruul Turf, prime time. Another prime time, sure. Fine with that. Yeah, I wanted to TBR there. Like, I mean, we have the second TBR, but I definitely wanted TBR there to make so Radiant Fountain isn't so bad against me. Okay. Sometimes double discard spell just gets you there. I don't see myself changing anything. I think just keeping it the same is the way to go. Matchup does seem a little bit difficult. I mean, if they get to Titan, we lose, but they don't. We've got a good chunk of stuff to stop them. Okay, I would love for my opponent to just mulligan into Oblivion. This hand is nowhere near keepable. Super slow, doesn't have a way to actually attack our opponent, has 5 lands on it. We're on the draw. Definitely have room to mulligan. This hand I can keep pretty easily too. Don't think I want Bolt. I do think Angrass Rampage can snipe some things here though. Mardu Shadow. Okay, I will lead on Blood Crypt here. Then I will probably go get Godless Shrine. I think Godless Shrine is pretty reasonable to go get here. Makes it so that we go down to 14. And it sets up for Narcomentia. Ooh, that's a nice one. Like that a lot. That makes it so I can play my Death Shadow out too. I'm more than fine taking Dryad here. And then we can just Narcomentia for Primeval Titan next turn. Should be in a should put us in a pretty good spot. Snow-covered forest, okay. Some respect, sure. Now I just get to Angrass Rampage them. Zuza makes sense. I would like to just draw like a fetch land or a Thoughtseize here. Well, actually, fetch land would be a lot better. Dismember would actually probably be the best thing that I can find. Makes it so I set up for my Death Shadow a lot better as well. TBR. Not an awful draw. With a fetch land and TBR, that still doesn't set up for lethal. It would be 4 short, I believe? No. Be 8, put him down to 6, plus 2. Yep, it'd be exactly 4 short. It'd be sick if we had Blood Moon there. Amulet Figure. Not bad draw. Not a bad draw, potentially. Let's attack first here. In case they drew Titan, I know we're losing out on 1 point of damage, but the Narcomancer gives them 2/2 zombies, so don't want to lose out on even more than that potentially. Primeval Titan. Well, they didn't have Titan. Do they have anything sick to go get with their Summoner's Pact? It does not look like it, so that's good for me. Snipping 2 of the whole deck, so I've got information about both their hand and their deck. They basically need to draw Valakut, is what their hand is saying right now. And they can Summoner's Pact for a Dryad. Oh, they just don't Summoner's Pact this turn. We gotta take it with a Tidehollow Scholar. And basically is they've got 1 draw at Engineer Explosives, 2 draws at Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, and the rest of their cards basically do nothing. Can't really complain about that. I guess they could just play a Dryad, which is just a 2/4, and that kind of stops my aggression to an extent. But we can always just draw a fetch land or a Thoughtseize or something like that to start getting our Death Shadow where it needs to be. 1 Snow-covered forest down. So they've got Gruul Turf, Snow-covered forest, Summoner's Pact. Right now. Ooh. It's a nice pickup. Go get Blood Crypt here. Black, white for Tidehollow Scholar. Take the Summoner's Pact. Let's get in some damage. We know that their hand is nothing. Makes it so our TBR is guaranteed to resolve as well. They have no removal spell or anything like that. They have Engineered Explosives in their deck, and if they drew the one of Engineered Explosives, I would feel pretty bad about that when we can just get in this damage, and now the EE is not a way to stop me, because they will still die to the Tidehollow Scholar. And there it is. We were able to beat the Primetime deck, even though I think it's not that great of a matchup. The combo of drawing that discard spell, along with having an early Swift Spear and the Death Shadow, got us there, and the Tidehollow Scholar allowed us to seal the deal with the TBR. Well, if you like the match, if you liked the channel, you liked the video, or anything about what you saw, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.